Have you ever been jolted out of sleep by a sharp, tightening pain in your leg that feels like your muscles locked up like a vice? You grab at your calf, rubbing and stretching, waiting for it to pass, but it doesn't, not right away. When it finally eases up, you're left wide awake, wondering, what just happened? Do your legs feel heavier these days? Do you notice that walking around the house feels like climbing uphill? And have you caught yourself worrying, just a little more often, about losing your balance, maybe even falling? Maybe you've chalked it all up to getting older. That's what most people do. It's just age, we tell ourselves. But what if it's not just age? What if something else is going on? Something you're doing every single night, without even realizing it, that's quietly draining the strength from your legs and making your sleep worse. What if I told you that by changing just one small habit before bed, you could dramatically reduce those leg cramps, sleep better, and even feel steadier on your feet in the morning? I know that sounds hard to believe, but what I'm about to share is not only based on real clinical research, it's also something you can try tonight, at home, without buying expensive pills or complicated gadgets. It's as simple as one small spoonful before sleep. But before we get to that spoonful, and I promise, it's coming, we need to talk about the things you might be doing right now that are actually working against your legs, your muscles, and your rest. See, most people don't realize how closely nighttime habits, things like when you eat, what you drink, what supplements you take, and how you move or don't move, can affect the way your legs behave when the lights go out. And it's not just about avoiding a cramp. It's about keeping your body strong, mobile, and independent. Because let's be honest, when your legs start giving you trouble, everything else gets harder. Going to the store, getting out of a chair, taking a shower. And worst of all, you begin to second-guess yourself. Can I still do the things I used to? That fear of falling is just in your head. It's real, but it doesn't have to be permanent. Tonight, we're going to unravel the truth behind those nighttime leg cramps, that unexplained weakness, that occasional loss of balance. We're going to go through 7 hidden leg traps that many people over 60 fall into, and we'll walk through what's actually going on inside your muscles and blood vessels when these habits build up. Some of these will surprise you. A few of them may even upset you, because they go against things we've believed for decades. But the good news is, each one has a simple, proven alternative. You won't need a doctor's appointment to get started. You won't need a prescription, and you don't need to overhaul your entire life. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly what to change, why it works, and how it can help restore the energy and stability in your legs, maybe even as soon as tomorrow. And yes, we'll come back to that spoonful, that special combination of natural nutrients that's backed by medical studies and known to support healthy muscle function and restful sleep. But first, let's count down these 7 silent mistakes that could be making your legs weaker without you realizing it. Stick with me. The first one might already be in your nightly routine. Let's start with the first habit most people don't even realize is working against their legs. And it's something they do in the name of being smart before bed. 7. Not drinking enough water before sleep. If you've ever found yourself hesitating to drink a glass of water after dinner because you're afraid you'll have to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night, you're not alone. A lot of older adults train themselves to limit fluids after 7 p.m., thinking it will help them sleep better. But here's what many don't realize. When your body goes too long without hydration, especially overnight, it throws off your electrolyte balance. That imbalance, particularly when levels of magnesium, potassium, and sodium dip, can trigger painful leg cramps in the middle of the night. Your muscles contract involuntarily, and without the right balance of minerals, they can't relax easily. That's when you wake up in pain. Dehydration also thickens your blood slightly, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to flow freely to your leg muscles while you sleep. Less circulation means more stiffness, more soreness, and slow recovery. So, what's the fix? You don't need a gallon of water before bed. Just half to 1 glass of water about an hour before sleep, preferably with a pinch of sea salt or a splash of natural electrolyte powder that can restore hydration without overloading your bladder. A 2021 study from the Clinical Journal of Sports Medicine found that mild hydration combined with proper electrolyte balance significantly reduced the incidence of nighttime muscle cramps in older adults. It's not just what you drink, it's when and how you do it. 6. Eating too much salt at dinner. Dinner is often the most flavorful meal of the day, especially when it comes with sauces, seasoned meats, or salty sides. But eating a sodium-heavy meal in the evening can quietly sabotage your legs while you sleep. Too much salt leads to fluid retention, especially in the lower limbs, making your legs feel puffy, heavy, or even swollen when you lie down. That swelling increases pressure on veins and capillaries in your legs, reducing healthy blood flow and oxygen delivery to your muscles. This is a recipe for discomfort, poor circulation, and inflammation, all things that contribute to cramping, numbness, and weakness. Worse, salt can stimulate your nervous system, raising your heart rate and blood pressure before bed, interfering with both your rest and your recovery. The solution: keep your sodium intake below 2,300 milligrams per day, ideally closer to 1,500 milligrams for adults over 60, as recommended by the American Heart Association. That means skipping the prepackaged sauces and seasoning your food with fresh herbs, lemon juice, garlic, or vinegar instead of salt. Many seniors who made this simple change reported a dramatic decrease in swelling and an easier time getting out of bed in the morning. 5. Skipping a pre-bed stretch routine. A lot of people assume that stretching is for athletes or gym goers. But for older adults, gentle stretching before bed might be one of the most underrated tools to preserve leg strength and reduce nighttime discomfort. If you sit for long hours during the day watching TV, reading, or using your phone, your calves and thighs can tighten without you realizing it. That tightness restricts blood flow and compresses nerves, making leg cramps or tingling sensations more likely when you finally lie down. The good news: it only takes 5 minutes. 2 of the best bedtime stretches for your legs are heel raises and toe raises. Just standing and slowly lifting your heels off the floor for 15 to 20 reps, followed by lifting your toes while your heels stay down, helps wake up your calf muscles and pump blood through your lower legs. According to a study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science, seniors who performed simple calf stretches before bed saw a 68% reduction in nocturnal leg cramps within 2 weeks. That's a small action with a big reward, and 0 side effects. 4. Taking diuretics at the wrong time of day. If you take a diuretic, also called a water pill, to manage blood pressure or heart conditions, the timing might be affecting more than just your bathroom schedule. Diuretics flush water from your body, but they also deplete important electrolytes, especially potassium and magnesium, both critical for healthy muscle and nerve function. Taking them too late in the day not only keeps you waking up at night to urinate, but it also increases the likelihood of cramps, weakness, and restlessness in your legs. If you've ever felt shaky, drained, or twitchy in your calves at bedtime, this might be why. The best move: talk to your doctor about adjusting your medication schedule to earlier in the day, preferably in the morning. Some patients also benefit from increasing potassium-rich foods in their diet, like sweet potatoes, spinach, and bananas, to balance the effects. Magnesium supplementation may also be appropriate, but always under supervision. Research from the American Geriatric Society highlights the importance of electrolyte monitoring in seniors on long-term diuretics, both for preventing leg cramps and for overall neuromuscular health. 3. Eating too much sugar after dinner. Dessert may be comforting, but sugar, especially refined sugar in cakes, cookies, or sweetened drinks, can throw your body into metabolic chaos especially at night. Eating sugar after dinner spikes your insulin levels, creating a wave of inflammation that often settles in small nerve endings and blood vessels, including those in your legs and feet. This inflammation disrupts proper nerve signaling, which can trigger nighttime cramping, restless leg sensations, or even numbness. Even more, sugar causes blood sugar levels to crash a few hours later, which can wake you up, sweating or agitated, in the middle of the night. What to do instead? Avoid sweets after 6 p.m. and opt for snacks that stabilize blood sugar, like a handful of almonds, a small portion of berries, or Greek yogurt with cinnamon. These contain nutrients that actually support muscle recovery and reduce inflammation. A 2020 article in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging confirmed that high evening sugar intake was linked to poor sleep quality and greater incidence of muscle pain in older adults. You don't need to give up dessert forever. Just time it better and choose smarter options. Taking unnecessary supplements late at night. Many people take their daily supplements in the evening, thinking it's more convenient or better for absorption. But the truth is, not all supplements are created equal, and some can disrupt your body's natural rhythms or even cause harm when taken without guidance. Too much vitamin D, calcium, or omega-3 south before bed can disturb your electrolyte balance, interfere with sleep, or, in some cases, lead to side effects like muscle pain, irregular heartbeat, or kidney stress. These nutrients are essential, but they need to be monitored carefully. For example, calcium supplements at night can compete with magnesium absorption, the very mineral your muscles need to relax. The fix: only take supplements your doctor has recommended based on your blood work, and take them at the time of day your doctor advises, not just when it's most convenient for you. Better yet, try getting nutrients from whole foods at dinner instead of swallowing a handful of pills. 1. Not getting enough magnesium at dinner. This is the big one. Magnesium is like your body's natural muscle relaxer. It supports nerve function, regulates blood pressure, and helps you wind down into deep, restorative sleep. Yet nearly 60% of Americans over age 60 don't get enough magnesium, and most don't even know it. When magnesium is low, your muscles stay tense, your nerves get jumpy, and your sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented. It's a perfect storm for leg cramps and next-day fatigue. Fortunately, the fix is simple. Add magnesium-rich foods to your evening meal, like avocados, pumpkin seeds, oats, or even a cup of Epsom salt foot soak before bed. Some people also benefit from magnesium powder supplements like Natural Calm, taken with warm water 30 minutes before sleep. In the next section, we'll go deeper into this, and I'll show you a powerful bedtime mix that combines magnesium with other nutrients to relax your muscles, reduce cramps, and help you sleep soundly through the night. So now that we've gone through all the hidden habits that can quietly make your legs weaker overnight, it's time to focus on something different, something you can add to your routine, rather than take away. Something that's not a pill or a patch, but a simple spoonful that can gently restore your muscle strength, calm your nerves, and help you sleep deeper and wake up steadier. This small but powerful fix revolves around one of the most underrated minerals in the human body, magnesium. You've probably heard of it, maybe even seen it listed on a multivitamin bottle. But what you might not know is that magnesium is responsible for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including the ones that help your muscles relax, your blood flow smoothly, and your nervous system stay calm at night. As we age, our bodies naturally absorb less magnesium from food, and many medications, including diuretics, acid blockers, and even some blood pressure meds, cause us to lose more of it through urine. That's why studies show nearly 6 out of 10 Americans over 60 are magnesium deficient, often without knowing it. And the symptoms, they sound familiar, don't they? Leg cramps, muscle twitches, difficulty falling asleep, Feeling anxious or restless at night, waking up with that dull ache in your calves. Even a slight imbalance in magnesium can throw your muscles and nerves out of rhythm. That's where the spoonful comes in. Every night before bed, you can create a small, delicious mix that delivers a concentrated boost of magnesium, along with a few other natural compounds that help it absorb better and enhance its calming effects. It's a bedtime snack that's comforting, effective, and proven to help you sleep deeper while reducing the chances of waking up with a painful cramp. Here's how to make it. Take 1 tablespoon of plain Greek yogurt. It's rich in calcium, protein, and probiotics, but most importantly, it creates a creamy base that's gentle on your stomach. Add a teaspoon of roasted pumpkin seeds. These are among the richest food sources of natural magnesium and also provide zinc, which supports nerve signaling and muscle repair. Just 1 teaspoon adds about 40 to 50 milligrams of bioavailable magnesium. Next, stir in half a teaspoon of raw honey, not for sweetness alone, but because honey helps trigger the release of melatonin, the hormone that prepares your body for sleep. It also stabilizes blood sugar through the night, preventing the insulin spikes that can interrupt rest and trigger cramping. This 3-ingredient mix adds up to roughly 100 to 150 milligrams of absorbable magnesium, depending on your pumpkin seed variety and portion. That's just enough to bring your levels closer to optimal, without risking overdose or digestive upset. If you're dairy-free or prefer a quicker option, you can replace the mix with a spoonful of natural calm magnesium citrate powder stirred into warm water. This has been shown to reduce nighttime muscle cramps by up to 70% when taken consistently for 2 to 4 weeks, according to a randomized study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences 2012. Participants not only reported fewer cramps, but also better sleep quality and less nighttime anxiety. It's important to note that not all forms of magnesium are created equal. Some supplements, like magnesium oxide, are poorly absorbed and can cause stomach issues. That's why the magnesium found in food sources, like seeds, yogurt, oats, and leafy greens, is often safer, better tolerated, and more effective when used regularly. So, why does this 1 spoonful before bed approach work so well? It's not just about the mineral, it's about the timing, the combination, and the gentle rhythm it creates in your body. When taken 1 hour before sleep, this mix begins calming your nervous system, relaxing your muscles, and signaling to your brain that it's time to rest. Your blood vessels dilate slightly, improving circulation to your lower limbs. Your leg muscles, now properly nourished, enter a state of relaxation that makes cramps less likely. And let's not forget one of the most overlooked benefits: peace of mind. There's something deeply reassuring about having a simple ritual, a natural step you take every evening, without stress or guesswork, that tells your body, we're winding down now. You're safe. Let go. One of our viewers, 74-year-old Linda from Minnesota, emailed last month to say, I used to wake up almost every night with my legs in a knot. I was scared to get up in the dark because I felt unsteady. I've been doing the magnesium mix for 3 weeks, and I haven't had a cramp in 12 days. I sleep through the night now, and I feel stronger in the mornings. Now, of course, results vary, and magnesium alone isn't a magic bullet. But when combined with everything we talked about earlier, hydration, stretching, smart meal timing, it becomes a cornerstone of your evening leg care routine. And that's exactly what this is about: caring for your legs, not just reacting when something goes wrong. Your legs carry you through every moment of your life, upstairs, across sidewalks, through grocery aisles, into the arms of your loved ones. They deserve a little love back. So, tonight, instead of ignoring that ache or hoping it goes away, try this. Just 1 spoonful. Maybe it becomes a habit. Maybe it becomes the reason you don't wake up in pain tomorrow. In our final section, I'll walk you through how to pull all of this together. A step-by-step plan you can start tonight, plus a powerful call to action that connects you with others going through the same journey. Let's take a breath and bring it all together. If you've made it this far, it means you're someone who values your health, and more importantly, your independence. You've probably spent a lifetime taking care of others, working hard, staying strong. Now your body is asking for a bit of that care in return, and your legs, in particular, are speaking loudest. So let's go back through what we've uncovered. Not just the problems, but the solutions you can act on tonight. First, we talked about how not drinking enough water before bed, in an effort to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, can actually backfire. Your muscles need hydration to function properly, and even a mild lack of fluids can trigger those painful leg cramps. The fix? Just a small glass of water with a pinch of natural salt or electrolyte powder an hour before bed. Enough to support circulation, but not enough to wake you up. Then we moved on to salt. How too much sodium at dinner leads to swelling, poor blood flow, and stiffness in your legs. Switching to herbs, lemon juice, and natural spices can cut your sodium without sacrificing flavor. Your legs will thank you in the morning. Next, we discovered that even just 5 minutes of stretching before bed can help loosen your muscles, improve blood flow, and reduce cramp risk. Remember those heel raises and toe lifts. Simple, silent, and surprisingly effective. You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You just need a little time and intention. If you're on medications like diuretics, we highlighted how timing matters. Taking them too late can drain your body of magnesium and potassium, two minerals that are essential for smooth, steady movement. Talk to your doctor, adjust the schedule, support those electrolytes with real food, not just tablets. And let's not forget sugar. It might feel like comfort, but eating sweets too late in the day creates blood sugar roller coasters that throw your nerves and muscles into chaos. Swap the cookies for a handful of almonds or some berries, and you'll likely sleep more peacefully and move more confidently tomorrow. We also touched on supplements, how taking calcium, vitamin D, or omega-3 south late at night without medical guidance can actually create more harm than help. Timing, balance, and lab work matter. The body is smart, but it needs your partnership. And finally, the heart of this whole conversation, magnesium. A mineral that quietly powers everything from muscle relaxation to sleep quality. One small spoonful of the bedtime mix, Greek yogurt, pumpkin seeds, and raw honey gives you just enough to tip the scale back toward healing, rest, and strength. You don't have to overhaul your life. You just need a new habit that respects where your body is now. So, let me make this even simpler. Here's what you can do tonight. Mix together -1 tablespoon Greek yogurt, 1 teaspoon roasted pumpkin seeds, -1/2 teaspoon raw honey. Or, use 1 serving of magnesium citrate powder in warm water. Take it about 45 to 60 minutes before sleep. Stretch your legs for 5 minutes. Do 20 heel raises and 20 toe raises slowly. You don't have to do it perfectly. Just start, build a rhythm, give it a week. Your body may begin responding faster than you think. Less cramping, deeper rest, stronger mornings. In fact, if you try this for the next 7 days, you might find that getting out of bed becomes easier, that your steps feel more stable, that your fear of falling slowly fades into the background. And you're not doing this alone. This channel is here to support you, with weekly videos, real solutions, and a voice that respects your experience. Because you deserve more than quick fixes or complicated regimens. You deserve tools that work for your stage of life, in your real routine, without breaking the bank. So here's what I'd love to know. In the past week, how many of the foods or habits I mentioned have made their way into your evening routine? Was it the sugar after dinner, the late-night salt, or you skipped that water thinking it would help? Leave a comment below and tell me. I read them all, and I'd be honored to reply. If you have questions about magnesium, cramping, supplements, or anything else we've talked about, ask away. If I see a pattern in the comments, I'll make a whole video just for you, and I'll mention you by name if you'd like. And if this video helped even a little bit, please hit the subscribe button or share it with someone you care about who's quietly suffering through those nighttime cramps or those unsteady morning steps. Remember, your legs have carried you for decades, through work, through raising a family, through good days and hard ones. Now it's time to take care of them. Let's keep them strong, steady, and ready for all the moments that still matter. If you're looking for the next step, don't miss our upcoming video. 5 simple leg strengthening exercises you can do at home without equipment. You'll see it pop up in the top right corner of your screen, or you can find it on our homepage. Until next time, thank you for being here, for trusting your body, and for giving your legs the support they deserve. How many healthy changes did you make this past week? Drop a comment, let me know, and remember, I'm here to help. Good night, and much love to you.